Have you ever been misjudged or prejudged because of who you are, what you look like, or what somebody said about you that wasn't necessarily true? Well, it happens to pit bulls every day. And today I'd like to persuade you as a class to listen to what I have to say and not misjudge or prejudge pit bulls because of their reputation and their stereotypes. And hopefully this would change your outlook on the breed itself. First off, what I like to talk about is a little history and misinterpretation or myths about the pit bulls. Second, I would like to talk about some stories that you might find surprising. And lastly, we will talk about animal abuse towards pit bulls and owner irresponsibility. Okay, now first, I'd like to talk about a little history of the pit bulls. Now, to my left is a picture of a pit bull and a little girl. And in the past, pit bulls were used as nannies, believe it or not. They took care of little kids while the parents were away. That's kind of cool. Now, as I came across this website, www.governorsfootguard.com, I came across this article about Mr. or Sergeant Stubby, I should say. His medal on his chest. He served in 17 battles, and in World War I, he saved several soldiers and captured a German spy. It's kind of cool. Sergeant Stubby here was known as America's greatest canine. Now on to some misinterpretations or some myths about the pit bull. And heard of the lockjaw thing? You know, when once the pit bull bites, it locks its jaw and it can't release its prey. Well, absolutely false. Now, Dr. Brisbane of Georgia University did some research or some studies on animal bone structure and find that all animals or dogs have the same jaw structures. And there is no lockjaw mechanism, and the dog can release whatever it has in its mouth anytime it likes. So, absolutely false. Another misunderstanding or misinterpretation about the pit bull is, are pit bulls born mean? Well, according to American Temperament Test Society, pit bulls pass with a 95 percentile, and the other 121 dogs pass with a 75 percentile. So, tell me who's the aggressive dog here. Okay, now we'd like to change gears up a little bit and talk about some stories, some interesting stories that you might find surprising. Now, in Brookdale, California, a border collie like this attacked a 3-year-old kid, almost killing it. Border collie. Aggressive. In Maritoic, Wisconsin, this little toy dog, or a similar toy-sized dog, attacked a little kid and I think almost killed it as well. Aggressive. This little guy can be aggressive. In Barbonius, Illinois, this Siberian Husky was once the family dog, killed the family's 3-year-old kid, dragged it out of his crib and killed it. If you ask me, it's kind of aggressive. Now, I'd like to talk about animal abuse and owner irresponsibility. Now, to my left here is Mr. Michael Vick. Now, Michael Vick was accused of dog fighting and dog abuse. And this was true when they raided his house in Virginia, his 15-acre house, and found dead carcasses all over the place. Now, I guess the losing dogs were either shot, killed, electrocuted, or drowned. If you ask me, that's major dog abuse. Now, as of the remaining, they wanted, or animal rights groups wanted the pit bulls euthanized, which means basically killed. But according to the U.S. District Judge Henry E. Hudson, he didn't want to hold the dogs responsible for the owner's actions, and plus he didn't want to go along with the whole stereotype of them being mean. So he had them individually analyzed, and surprisingly, out of the 49, only one had to be put to sleep due to his temper, or what you call aggressiveness. Now, the rest were put into happy foster homes. Now, if you ask me, is that a happy ending to these dogs, or is that how it should be? Now, We talked about a little history and misinterpretations about the pit bulls. We talked about some funny stories, or some surprising stories, and about people that can't, take care of their dogs. Now, next time you see a pit bull, get to know it. The results might be surprising. Thank you.